Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elena, and if you like anything fashion related, reading related, random little vlogs, you should subscribe down below. I have my stunning white Christmas tree all lit up. Absolutely no ornaments on it. I don't own any, so I should probably look into that. And I've got vegetable soup on the oven. And life's kind of good. Life's been really good since like end of August. I get real down in the dumps and sad for winter time. Not really loving and liking life. It gets pretty bad. A few factors that play into that. Some of those factors don't really exist anymore to me. And I think that's kind of playing into why I've been feeling really good lately in the midst of winter, the beginning of winter season. I was thinking, a few weeks ago about some of the ways that I can make sure I continue to feel this happiness, gratitude, joy, peace, serenity during this winter season. I want to do a video explaining a few ideas and examples I have and try to curb that winter sadness. Let's get into some of the things that you can do or try to attempt to do to curb your winter sadness. So one thing that has always brought me happiness, no matter the season, is going to the beach. Now, if you're someone who lives somewhere that's landlocked, you don't have a beach or the ocean near you, what kind of other body of water do you have? Do you have a pond? Do you have a river? Do you have a lake? Any moving body of water, natural body of water, try to go to it, even if it's just once this winter season, depending on how far it is, or if you're only able to go out to it once, even if it's just a pond nearby in your town, try to get to it. Try to just sit there, watch the water. It gives you like this sense of peace and serenity, and that is what we're looking for those who get really upset in the wintertime. Another thing is day trips, whether it's with yourself or friends. Going to, for me, like I can go to Newport, Rhode Island. I've never been. I'm probably going soon. I can go there and look at the Newport mansions. It's like a fun little thing to do because they're all lit up for this time of year. If there's a city or somewhere touristy that's fun to go near you. For me, in my state, we have Mystic, Connecticut. Now that's like a summer thing, but in the winter time, the shops are still there. Bundle up, you can walk around, everything's lit up. It's nice and cozy looking. Just things to kind of keep you busy and things that you can also plan like a day trip that you can look forward to. Another thing is just simply, if you live in a neighborhood, wherever you live, if there's a trail nearby you, go on like a nature walk. Just go on a walk. Try to go out in nature as much as possible. For someone like me who works 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. hybrid, that gets hard. Even on the days I'm remote, when I log off and I throw my workout gear and I run out the door to go on my walk, for me, it gets hard because the sun currently right now sets at 4:23. I do cherish it. It gives me a little bit of sunlight left in the day. I'm outside, I'm experiencing nature even when it's getting dark. Can really help you trying to get outside. Another thing is a sun lamp. I do not own one, but one of my friends has said I should really look into a sun lamp, and I've seen a lot of people talking about sun lamps and how much it has helped them, and I've looked it up. Some of them range from like 17 bucks to 100. I feel like it'd be very beneficial for people like myself who, we really need that vitamin D, we really need the sunlight, and in the wintertime you don't get that, and it can be very depressing. This next tip is for people like myself where you live somewhere that gets snow. It gets cold, and I feel like for people who live in those climates, you can't do summer activities. Where people, as in Florida, for example, in the state of Florida, it's still warm enough to go in the ocean all year round. A lot of them won't do it, but it still is warm enough to do that. My advice is to not look at people's social media who live in those places. I love the social media influencer Lexi Hidalgo. She lives in Florida. Last winter, like January, February, I was pretty down in the dumps about a lot of things in my life. So for me, something I should not have done was constantly watching her sunrise dips or her sunset dips, because I'm a summer person. So watching someone who it's winter time, but they still get to enjoy the beach in warm weather compared to what I'm, experiencing, and I can't go in the ocean because hypothermia, probably shouldn't have been watching her videos. So what I was doing last winter is I was watching her videos, I was rewatching them, and I was literally sitting on my couch so upset, hating life. Watching her videos made me more upset about wintertime, and I feel like if instead watching, maybe if you're on TikTok and you're watching, or YouTube videos, maybe watching more videos from influencers who live in your similar climate and are doing more winter activities in the cold. Just pay attention to who you're following on social media during this winter season and what's making you feel good about your life versus what's not. One other tip I have is be social. don't isolate yourself. So that's one of my biggest tips, is do not isolate yourself. Try to make plans as much as possible. You don't have to make them every day, because I do believe you do need to spend time alone, because I think you can definitely drain your social battery. But even if it's one friend or a group of friends, try to do like fun activities. I feel like we feel the need to be, we're so down in the dumps that we don't want to even go out or do anything, but that's not good for you. And that kind of ties in to my next example, which is make new friends. Making new friends may be a good thing. I suggest trying with making new friends is Bumble BFF. It's perfect. I highly suggest it, but I really suggest it for this season because I feel like, again, it kind of ties into isolating ourselves. I think one positive thing that you can do is make new friends because it's exciting and get new experiences that way. Doing snow activities, skiing, snowboarding. I personally snowboard. It's an expensive activity. It could be like tubing. Like you get a group of friends, you're like, oh, let's go tubing. Ice skating even if it's just once, it's still something really fun to do, and you get to do it because of the cold climate, the winter season, the snow. I highly suggest looking at activities that are more geared towards winter. One other thing is journaling or writing down, or even just speaking out loud to yourself things you're grateful for. It could be just things you're grateful for in your life in general. Writing down your gratitude, it doesn't have to be related to the season. It can be. Lift up your spirits, try to be positive about your surroundings. This kind of relates to like journaling or saying out loud your gratitude, but kind of like also thinking to yourself the positive things that winter brings for you. So for me personally, one major thing I've noticed is winter brings the best sunsets. I love summer, but summer does not bring the prettiest sunsets like winter does. There is something about a winter sunset, at least where I live, telling myself is like, well, it's winter, so now the best sunsets of the year are happening. This one, if you're able to, escape the season. Now, for me personally, I've been really lucky to where my cousin years ago moved to Florida. So I've been able to afford to buy that plane ticket to go visit her for like 5 days. I don't pay money to stay with her in her apartment. It's perfect situation. She is 10 minutes from the beach, and I get to experience the warm winter weather of Florida. How you dress. So this is kind of a flip from everything else I've said, but I think how you dress can really help curb your winter sadness. So for someone like me, I'm a summer girl. I've always struggled to dress in the winter, so it's very hard for me to put an outfit that I feel good in, and it's very hard for me to transition my sense of style into the winter season because what I like is very much summer type clothes and colors, etc. I think I've tried very hard to do lately is, you know, shop for more winter clothes or put together outfits that are perfect for the winter season but really represent your sense of self and your personality and is really true to your sense of style, because then you'll just feel happier and more confident. So my last example is to remove negativity or toxicity in your life. Now, this could be habits that you have. For me, a negative habit I had in the winter time prior was always isolating myself. That's an example I talked about earlier. Not using your phone as much, not going on social media as much. I feel like the more social media you intake, the less happier you are. So removing any negative or toxic activities, habits, or people out of your life allows more room for positive things, something that could really make a world of a difference for you this winter season. So that was the end of this video. I hope you got something out of it. Even if it's just one little tip I gave, could make a world of a difference to you. For any of you who really struggle during the cold winter seasons, feel you, I see you, I hear you. And I'm sorry, because I get it. I will catch you in my next video. Bye.